Holly Gundacker, and I'm 47, and I have been gluten-free for 3 years. And it took me a couple of weeks to get used to the fact that I had to go gluten-free and then actually do it. So take everything out of my kitchen that I couldn't eat.
Okay, so I usually tell people there are 3 main types of people who avoid gluten. So celiac disease, it's actually autoimmune. So when you consume gluten, the gluten's in your digestive tract, your immune system recognizes gluten as a foreign substance and starts to attack it. But then it doesn't stop attacking the gluten, and it just keeps on, ultimately it attacks the cells lining your intestines.
Yep, it's not a cure, but it's totally controlled with the diet. I still think about it almost every second of the day, and I can't, just blindly snack or pick out something, pick a goldfish and put it in my mouth, or I have to wash my hands every time I make something for my daughter that isn't gluten-free. Eat peanut butter, so I mark hers with an X. And mine, well, for example, we have separate containers of the same butter, but I mark mine gluten-free, but mark hers with an X. I am in a routine now, though, but it probably took me a year.
The best diagnosis is with a biopsy. So that's a pretty invasive procedure. But essentially, you have to be eating gluten first, and they take a piece of your intestine, and they just that's the technical, I guess, the best definition. But now there's an antibody also, so they can take the blood. But again, you have to be eating gluten for that to show up. I'm from the East Coast myself, and there wasn't a lot of gluten-free foods, gluten-free restaurants, gluten-free, general places to eat there. Whereas here in Seattle, it's definitely more available. Part of that is better awareness in the medical community. 10 years ago, when I found out that I had celiac disease, doctors really didn't know anything about it. When I was in high school, I had iron deficiency anemia. Doctors would just say, take supplements, take iron supplements, and my iron levels never went up. Doctors didn't really know anything about celiac disease. In the last 10 years, there's been a lot of awareness in the medical community. So I think that's one reason we're seeing more people know they have celiac disease or gluten intolerance, because the symptoms are kind of subtle. And so a lot of times you may not know exactly what it is, but now because of increased awareness in the medical community, I think that's why more people are knowing about it.
Okay.
And we started Daring Donuts because we believed in making a gluten-free product that people could eat on the go, something fun. You could come to a festival or a fair, farmer's market, and be able to find something to eat. And we developed our own recipe, and we make all our donuts by hand.
Hearing people come and say, oh my gosh, I haven't had a donut in 10 years. Actually, my favorite was with these kids. They were maybe 10 and 12, and their eyes were round as saucers. They said, I mean, you've never had a donut because of their food allergies.